dogs. They look like a shawarma, just like.
Wow, you are getting really good at podcasting because this is a perfect transition to what we wanted to talk about. We already talked about in the debate. If you missed our last mid-week episode, we talked quite a bit about the debate.
The Kamala Harris, Donald Trump debate, maybe the only one.
Yeah.
But we didn't note this part because we thought it was just beneath everybody involved.
We might have talked about it a little bit, but yeah. So Kamala Harris obviously dog walked Donald Trump, and anybody who says otherwise is not being a genuine person.
Yeah, be honest about it.
Right. She said he is easily manipulated. Watch. And then easily manipulated him. I'm not even a huge fan of Kamala.
Yeah, but she did it.
She did it, and she looked great. But something that has become pretty much the only thing people want to talk about is this idea that when Trump was like, they're eating the dogs in Springfield because the migrants are coming and eating everybody's pets.
Which sounds insane.
It sounds crazy.
It sounds insane.
Especially the way he said it.
Yeah, it sounded very like, all right, Grandpa.
Yeah.
Sure about they're eating the dogs? Yeah.
But what have you noticed about the response to this?
Well, at first, the ABC commentators and Kamala Harris were like, they're not eating the dogs.
Yeah.
That's crazy. But we then looked into it. Of course we looked into it because it's like...
Well, I didn't need to look into it. There's a story. When this whole narrative started coming up, it was before the debate.
Yeah.
That they're, the Haitian migrants in Springfield, Illinois. Where is it?
Is it Ohio?
Springfield, Ohio. But it started with the cats. There was like rumors going around, and there was a video that I saw of a woman having some kind of drug freak out, and she had just killed and bitten into a cat that was going around, and people were saying that was from Springfield, Ohio. Turns out that is not true. She was not Haitian. She was having a natural-born American drug freak out in some other town.
Yeah, which we see all the time.
Where she killed a cat because she was insane.
Okay, so she's just black.
Yes, and so the
all
internet
black
was like,
people are eating cats
that's a
now.
Haitian woman
Oh
trying to
my
eat a cat,
God.
but she wasn't even cooking the cat. Let's be respectful.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway.
Reasonable here. If we're going to kill a cat.
But the real story is that there are people in this community making a big stink because they're basically increased the population of Springfield, Ohio, considerably, by 20% or something, with this
60
influx.
And then went to increased by 20,000.
Yeah.
So they're basically saying,
it's increased by what, a third?
Yeah, that's a third.
Yeah. Well, I didn't know that. I don't math.
I love you so much.
And they reasonable complaint. You can't just increase the size of a town by a third for many reasons, but a lot of people in that town, black, very racist, white, all of them have sort of come together to be like, these Haitian migrants are becoming a problem. And then the narrative of them eating cats sort of got woven into that.
Yeah, the cats thing is the extreme because we watched Tyler Oliveira.
Yeah.
And he is a YouTuber, fantastic. Might have one of the
really
best.
Incredible.
Yeah, might have one of the best YouTubes out
because
there.
what I like what he does is he does what they used to call journalism.
He's a journalist. Yeah, this newfangled thing he's doing called journalism.
And he's this YouTuber, and every time there's a story like this where it seems like it's become politicized and nobody really knows what the truth is, he'll just go to that town and be like, I'm just going to talk to people on the street on camera, and I'm going to try to talk to a wide array of people. That's called journalism, and it's a shame that that's not what's actually happening, because in the debate, when they fact-checked Trump on it, all they said was, no, we talked to the commissioner of the town or whatever, the town manager, and he says that's a lie. So we didn't feel like we had to dig any deeper than that.
Yeah, and where does this guy live? Whenever you say commissioner, town manager, I assume he lives in the nicest part of the town, not around where these people live.
Yeah, because you can see this Tyler Oliveira guy.
Yeah.
Is that Oliver? You'll put it in the description.
Oh, it's going in the description. You should definitely watch this video if you want to see what's going on.
Yeah, it's already got 3.9 million views, but yeah, it's really well done. And he goes to this town and he talks to all these people, and all of the people who he talked to that have been there for years or generations.
Their whole lives.
Yeah. We're
talking about the middle of nowhere, Ohio.
Yeah. And he goes to the neighborhoods that are being encroached upon by the migrant population. And all the people he talks to, they say, they're eating cats, they're doing this, whatever. But the bigger problem is that they say that we're getting evicted from our houses because the rent's risen so insanely.
Yeah, because it's a guaranteed rent from the government for these people for a certain amount of time.
Right. And regardless of how dumb or drug addicted or racist these people seem, that's an actual problem. And that's worth of national conversation.
Well, there's already a housing crisis.
Right.
And so a lot of people are just scraping by to make rent.
Yeah.
And the government has unlimited money.
Right.
So basically what they're doing with these landlords is saying, we'll pay you X amount. And so these landlords are getting these white people, which I'm not saying this is the cream of the crop of white people either. We're not talking about the quality.
The video makes it very clear that this is not the cream of the crop.
And it doesn't matter. We're not going to talk about that. But they're basically putting these people out of their homes to bring Haitian immigrants in and raise the rents. Yeah. And of course, what landlord wouldn't do that? Mm-hmm. Because you can make more money. And these people are probably a pain in the ass. They probably had the cops call to their apartment once or twice over the years. Maybe they've been late paying rent, all these things that are involved with them.
Yeah.
It's not a guaranteed check with them.
Right.
Whereas these people charge more guaranteed check. There is a certain get the bag mentality where a lot of landlords would take that.
Sure. And in Ohio, I mean, the other part of this guy, Tyler Olivier's video, that it's a tale as old as time. It's the jobs. It's like every kind of bummy looking white person that they talked to or he talked to was like, well, I've been looking for a job. I can't find a job. They're coming here and they're taking all our jobs. And then cut to like this severely overweight, druggy looking woman who's complaining about this, cut to this tall, strong Haitian man who seems like he's got his life together.
Yeah.
You're like, I would hire him too.
Even between the two of you. Because, one group, the native Ohioans, the native Springfielders, yes, they're white people, and their family's probably been here a long time. I'm sure they've had family that have fought in the Civil War, etc. And they also have black people in this town. Same goes for them.
Yeah, and that's what somebody said to him is like, this is an issue that unites even the most racist white people I know with like the blackest people in the town.
Because that's what bothered me about the cat video. It's like, just because someone is black doesn't mean they're Haitian.
Right.
Black Americans are so different from Haitians.
Yes.
Like, don't drag them into this.
And you're getting to kind of the problem with the conversation is the left doesn't seem to want you to acknowledge that there are significant differences in cultures around the world. And the idea that new Haitian immigrants who are coming straight from Haiti would find animals, kill them, and eat them is not crazy.
Well, it's actually where meat comes from. Yeah. A lot of people don't understand where their meat comes from.
And when this came up originally, and everybody was poo-pooing it like some kind of crazy right-wing conspiracy, there is a town 20 minutes from where we will eventually live, our land, that has a beautiful Swan lake.
Yeah.
And a couple of years ago, 3 immigrant teenagers jumped over the fence and killed this swan that is like a treasured swan to this little town.
The most popular swan in town.
It was the biggest controversy ever because they killed it, brought it home, cooked it, and ate it. And they were from Burma or something?
You said Burma, which isn't Haiti. But the point is, like, most people around the world are much more active in getting their food and eating it.
Right.
We get it from the store, and we're like, if you don't get it from the store, you're savage.
Right.
There is a group of people who still hunt. They're usually on the right. They're hunters. It's a very specific subset of people, but everybody else has no idea how to live in the wild.
Right. And there was a video. Well, here, let me read. So this is from that case in it's Manlius, New York. The case was a clash of cultures. This is from the lawyer of the family whose kids killed an 8-year-old
Send
swan.
his ass back. I don't care.
This is
it's so ignorant.
Foul. This is a red card.
Okay.
You gotta go. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I think it's fair to be like they're not ready for.
No. It's you killed a sacred swan. They have sacred animals in India.
Yeah.
And that's just like their thing. Like they'll come and they'll give them offerings or whatever, give them treats or whatever. And that's like their culture. You can't go in and kill the prized cow of the town that people come to pray to and eat it.
Yeah.
And even if you're mistaken, you still get sent back.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
This is from the lawyer. This was a clash of cultures. A young man whose family fled genocide from Burma and had no concept whatsoever of a swan that couldn't fly away that this village obviously cares a lot about. I think the right thing happened here. He's a good kid, and this was a mistake. And he's saying that because he received, 40 or 3 years of probation, 45 hours community.
No, get out of the town. You at least get driven from town. People need to stand up for themselves, and the more I'm living, the more I'm seeing that has to be like some public display.
But to me, it's the immediate dismissal that like, oh, that couldn't happen.
I don't understand who's bringing these people here and not giving them a week of here's how you act in the United States. It's very important. People won't bother you, but you have to follow the traffic laws. Don't kill their cats, all these other things.
Yeah.
Like there's just basic things. Like pick up your trash. That was another complaint. And that's a complaint you would have about any neighbor.
Yeah.
It's not like these Haitians aren't picking up their trash.
Yeah.
If any ethnicity, if Nordic people, like 20,000 Nordic people came in, didn't clean up their trash, were taking all of the jobs, were taking all of the houses, there would also be a problem.
Right.
It's just overlapped with the general anti-Black racism.
Yeah.
Which we have. But then there's also, on this case, another thing is that there's a rift between the Black and Haitian communities.
Oh, yeah.
It's becoming very apparent on Twitter X now.
Well, it's part of that intersectional comedy, right? Where the left expects everybody to fall in line under the mantra of like immigration is good. And
yeah, you're brown too.
Yeah.
You're all Black, right? You're all friends.
Yeah, and it seems like people are going like, whoa. And that's one of the things that is keeping this presidential race competitive. Is that, yeah, it's the thing that they keep accusing the left of now that I think you could have accused the right of 10 years ago.
Yeah.
It's that like you're doing things and you're supporting things that I know to be, and you're saying things that I know to be not entirely true, but I'm supposed to get behind you because it's apparently morally correct. Like you're basically saying, don't look any further into that they're eating pets. They might be eating pets. They might be.
Well, I just pulled up, and that's when I pulled up this video by Christopher Rufo shared it, and this is from the town. We have Christopher Rufo. This guy is a shit starter journalist on the right. We have discovered that migrants are, in fact, eating cats in Ohio. We have verified and multiple witnesses and visual cross-references that African migrants in Dayton, the next city over from Springfield, barbecued these cats last summer. So, okay. I'm sure white people have barbecued cats,
100%.
This is also African immigrants, not Haitian immigrants, in the next town over.
I don't know about cats, but definitely like possums.
No,
and
bitches are they'll get roadkill.
I just know that
cats
aren't. It's not good meat.
They're skinny,
and there's like fish like little bones in cats.
And I think they might have worms and shit.
They shouldn't eat cats.
Just generally, yeah.
Anyway. A dog is probably better to eat, but we don't got to talk about it.
Yeah, I figure it's more. Anyway, yeah. So what we have here is proof, quote unquote. You can't see my hands, of descended from African immigrants. These guys are African. Mm-hmm. Haitians are also Black. Mm-hmm. So I want to say Black immigrants who are eating cats. That is not proof that the Haitians in Springfield are eating cats. Right. But it doesn't matter because you can't just straight up say, like the Democrats or whatever did at the debate, that no, this is not happening, because you're kind of gaslighting people.
Yeah, and it's dismissive. And of course, it's like we keep saying, the real problem isn't if they're eating cats. It's that they have become a disruption. Whatever. Yeah, they've become like an actual disruption financially to these people who are Americans who might not be the most competitive. Yeah. They might not be the smartest. They might not be the least drug addicted.
No, but
they are Americans,
bottom.
And they should be able to afford rent somewhere.
Well, here's the thing. There's always going to be people who are not competitive. And we saw that interview with the factory manager, and the factory manager was like, look, I'd rather hire Haitian immigrants. They clean, they show up on time, they do their job, they're not away from their desk or whatever, they're not away from their station, and then they leave. He's like, I wish I could get 30 more Haitians.
Yeah.
That company is getting death threats. That company's being called incessantly by the media and so forth right now. But I think he was just being honest.
He is being honest. He's looking at the available workforce, and he's going like, yeah, the people who aren't currently employed.
Yeah.
Look.
I mean, you look at them, and they're obviously racist, they're out of shape, face tattoos, drug problems. Like, you can look at them and see why they're not employed. But this is an old debate. And it's like, well, what loyalty does the state have to those people?